Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Podcast. This week brought to you by Loot Crate and Squarespace. Thank you, Loot Crate and Squarespace, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Hey. I'm David S. Pumpkins.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Burnie.
And I'm David Pumpkins. Welcome.
David S. Pumpkins.
David S. Pumpkins. Welcome to podcast number 400.
400!
Whoa! Hey,
God.
that's awesome.
I didn't know that was
Shit,
going to
get out of
happen.
me.
It went in my coffee.
So we had confetti just fly in from, I'm assuming what were like
Oh my God.
massive bazookas
What
fired
is-
because it was so loud.
Gus, are you responsible for this?
Patrick.
No, that's totally Patrick.
Oh, I was
Patrick
going
is
to say,
totally
'cause
responsible for that.
I asked Gus if he wanted to do anything for 400, and he said no.
Patrick told me before the podcast, he said, make sure at the beginning you say, welcome to podcast 400. I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
So I looked like we
That's
have
so cool. That's like the
custom
coolest
cake.
thing that's ever happened.
Did you see us at the front there?
Yeah.
That's not
Holy
us.
shit.
That's like little doll versions of us.
Are those edible?
Thanks, Bernie. Those are edible, right?
Look, they even made one of Barb's shirts.
I could finally eat myself.
Go on then.
When have I ever worn a white button down? Fucking garbage. I mean, what the fuck? Watch the podcast, whoever did that. Who made those? Who
amazing.
made these?
A
Oh, they're
bakery.
awesome.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Tell the bakery I'm not redheaded either. They're fucking fired. I'm just kidding. They're great. It's great. It's great. Hey, I want to try two new things for RT Podcast 400. I'm going to have to take off my Steve Buscemi eyes here pretty quickly. Also, I'm really happy that I can keep my skateboard instead of having it on my shoulder like this for my Halloween character, my meme character,
Yeah.
that I can just hang it on the back there.
How's it even hooked up there?
It's going to fall for sure. For sure it's going to fall.
We
Okay,
actually, we recorded this 3 years ago.
we did. Actually, this is 1998.
This,
What is that? 3 decades ago.
We were,
Yeah.
The amazing thing is we were able to predict David as Pumpkins.
So topical.
Which will, did we talk about this on the podcast last time? Do you know who wrote the David Pumpkin sketch?
No.
yeah, College Humor, dude.
Streeter Seidel.
Oh, really?
From College Humor.
I think we mentioned that he was writing at SNL previously. I didn't realize that he wrote that specific skit. Let me tell you, shout out to Tom Hanks. This suit is fucking hot.
Oh, I believe it's his fucking suit.
Wait, is that
Well, it's
the
also-
actual suit? Like the
Yeah,
same
that's
model?
the one he wore.
No, shut up. You mean like the same?
Gus is a huge fan.
Like
He
it's
paid a lot of
legitimate.
money.
How many did they sell?
I have no idea.
Sell of those this week?
It's only $50.
He said they discounted it after
$50?
the thing.
Yeah, it was like regular price was 100, and I found a website that had it for 50. I was like,
It's before Halloween.
Right, it's before Halloween, and
What's it going to be
thing,
tomorrow? $5?
This thing was just on SNL. You'd think that they would sell a fuck ton of them.
But
Yeah.
before we get too far off the path, mine is a timely thing that I have to get out to the audience.
You look
So-
like an 8-year-old in
Yeah.
your shot.
Do I?
You look like you're in your bedroom playing on your computer.
That's the plan. That's the disguise.
That's right. Hey, kids, what's up? I'm just a fellow kid like you watching the podcast.
fellow students.
Anybody want some marijuana drugs? So, by the way, I didn't know this character was from 30 Rock.
Yeah.
I thought he was from an Adam Sandler movie.
No,
I
no.
thought it was Adam Sandler too.
For the audio podcast, Gus is dressed like David S. Pumpkins. Gavin is dressed like a zombie scientist.
He's dressed like someone who forgot they were supposed to dress up today.
Yeah, I'm a neurologist.
a what?
I thought it was just like if
A
a,
neur- a
slow-mo guy's
neurologist?
experiment went wrong.
What went wrong?
Like a slow-mo guy's experiment.
Yeah, what happened is half an hour ago I came up here, saw you all in costume. I was like, oh, I forgot we were dressing up. So I grabbed a lab coat and then I did makeup on my face.
Barbara is dressed as a conservative Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
We did a test beforehand where she had her fishnet stockings on, her short shorts. The camera setup for the podcast does not favor that particular
No,
costume.
it was basically just all pussy.
We would have.
Is that the name of your next podcast?
All pussy all the time.
It's just cats.
I suggested getting a little cat and putting it on the table in front of
Well,
her.
Patrick tried to like line it up so that the pumpkin was directly in my crotch.
To block your growler.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
but
end
that
up.
wouldn't have stopped you guys from all seeing
The
it.
growler,
so
that's funny.
I decided to forego the short shorts.
And then I'm the Hello My Fellow Kids character from 30 Rock, played by Steve Buscemi, and I have a band in the eyes because I can't see through them. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two things tonight. The first thing is that we set up a voicemail number. We actually use the old sports ball voicemail number. So we're going to take voicemails tonight. If you want to call and leave a message, some poor person in the control booth, I believe it's Patrick, will be vetting the voicemails and then selecting
you
at least
dial
one that we can play. Oh, the number's right
international?
there.
Oh, cool.
832-930-0896. It's not a toll-free number. Fees and all that, whatever, apply. The other thing,
Add a 1 if you're not from here.
if you go to my
And
Rooster Teeth
pay a lot of
Journal,
money.
I'm going to put up a survey for the first topic. So we're going to have a survey that's up, and you can take the survey like a poll, and then we'll come back to it at the end of the show. Do you guys
Boy,
wanna-
there are so many benefits to being a first member at Roosterteeth.com. Did you know we live stream this podcast every Monday night exclusively to first members?
Wow.
If you didn't know that, but you'd like a 30-day free trial, you can click the link in the description below. I just got that out of the way.
Listen to Gus with the fucking segue
You
there.
mean David has pumpkins? He knows a
Yeah.
lot about first membership.
Any questions? Okay, so the other thing we're doing is survey based on the first topic. And then we won't have to do this much housekeeping with this stuff in the future if we keep it.
Look at that.
Hopefully the voicemails will turn into like actually taking live calls. I would fucking love that.
You mean on this show or in future shows?
in future shows.
Ah.
We can't. There's no way we can do it for this show.
I mean, you could just give out your phone number.
Yeah, I can do. I
I
can
feel like
do that.
it's going to be a lot of people calling in and just going,
Gavin.
fuck.
Well, that's why the screening.
Well, that's why we're screening them. So don't bother doing that if you think that's gonna get on the air by accident somehow, because it won't. We'll buy stuff. What's wrong?
I was trying to figure out who that was, and I think it's Aaron. But
What's
I don't
he
know-
doing?
I don't know what he's wearing.
You haven't seen what Aaron's wearing for
No.
Halloween?
What are you?
That's his normal everyday outfit. Hey, Aaron, what's
Come
up?
on in.
What the fuck are you wearing?
Who do you think I am?
Where'd
Are
you
you
get high-waisted
Barb?
jeans?
Yeah.
He's Barb from
Barb from Stranger Things.
Look how high these pants are.
How'd you get those?
Oh
These
my
are,
god.
I think these are maternity pants.
I love they have the elastic waistband too.
Yeah.
You
I
look
just wanted
good.
to- I just wanted to do this.
I kept asking Aaron what he was being for Halloween, and he wouldn't tell me.
We're
That-
both wearing sexy costumes.
That's a real trapper keeper too.
I know this is a real trap. I got everything. I got all the 80s stuff.
It's too soon, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go out in the town.
Go have fun,
fun.
buddy.
So
So great.
speaking of games, I've been playing a lot of Titanfall 2.
Oh, is it good?
That game's really good. I've been having a
Cortez
blast
was
with it.
asking me if I was playing that. I said nope.
That I felt
Apparently
like
the campaign's good.
campaign's good.
You know, I've
It's hard knowing. I'm blonde, so I have no way of knowing if I have gray hairs because they just blend in.
blonde in. That's on par with your level of joke.
It
Shut
is.
up.
It's true.
So I got it. We talked about it last week, and I found a 4.5 kilogram
I'm
Toblerone.
so excited. You found it on the podcast.
Yes, it is not as big as the pictures made it seem to be.
Look at that
But
panning
it is
shot of
still
your leg.
massive. I think we
Yes.
did some math earlier and we calculated it was what, like 24,000 calories in this thing.
Holy shit! Let's break
So
it open.
4.5 kilograms is about 10 pounds.
Toblerone is Swiss, huh?
Why do you say Toblerone?
What is it, Toblerone?
Toblerone.
Toblerone.
I'm gonna open this up.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
even
grow
has
with
like it's like a big FedEx package. Look at that strip. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, you polished it up. Come on.
Oh, God damn it!
It's got
There you go.
tabs.
That was a little bit better.
Better. Look,
When
you
does
can
it
feel
expire?
So what was your reasoning to getting this? You
Why?
said something about
Of course,
November
we're going to eat it in one
26,
sitting. You can reseal it. Meant to be consumed in one go.
Burnie was bummed out that the ones you see in airports. Oh, it snapped in the middle.
snapped. That
The
wasn't
ones
me,
you
it
see
was
in
already
airports.
snapped.
It's a
are
structural
actually
problem.
4 packets
Oh.
of Toblerone stacked, and they're
Listen to
not.
Oh,
that
they're not
shit.
like
Toblerone.
one big one.
But
Guys,
this
I'm
is
so happy.
This is big Toblerone lumps.
Yeah, I let you down. Bernie asked me to pick up one from the airport through customs at the duty-free shop.
Yeah, I wanted her to grab it. She was in the UK for London Comic Con.
Yeah, and I did not do that.
She didn't pay
forgot.
attention to me. She doesn't care about my wants and my needs.
I
Each one of those is like a dessert.
oh my
No,
God.
Gavin, that's way too much chocolate.
For like a chocolate cake, though.
I
Oh
don't know.
my
I think
God.
so.
Oh, we're gonna eat it all today,
This is
huh?
like a wet dream I had one time. Could I have
You've hidden it, by the way.
didn't
behind
want
you.
a
Oh, there
piece.
you go.
More.
I
Now
want
I
a piece.
definitely want one. Here, give me a piece.
I want a piece.
Get him the end one.
What are you worried about? Touching it? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, use your hands.
That ship sailed for us years ago. All right, never mind. He can't break it. He can't. You broke it accidentally and now can't break
I
it.
didn't
up.
break that one. Can we get
no,
a knife?
no.
I like how
keep
quickly,
trying, you'll get it.
I
Don't
like
give
how
up.
quickly Gus gave up on that. He
Barbara,
wasn't
you
going to
can do it.
embarrass himself. There, look at this.
Well, now you're just getting the gross bottle opener all over it.
Oh, don't. That's bending that.
Oh, you broke up a piece on the. It's on the back.
It's actually a.
I'll give this a shot here. Let me see.
I think you got to palm it, like give it
Maybe,
some
maybe if you
welly.
yeah, get it in.
Really in there.
Wouldn't you just bend it this way?
Oh, there you go.
Well, I loosened it for you.
Yeah, I loosened it for you.
I want to point out all of Barbara's dents are up here, like nowhere near. Ah.
Oh
Tastes
man.
like the real thing. Because it is.
Yeah, I
shit.
still don't like Toblerone.
Oh dear.
Here, let me help you out.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's too much. Like that one bite was a candy bar.
That one bite was a whole Toblerone.
Yeah.
So this should be something for extra life for Michael.
No,
God, no.
no, kill him.
Will it kill him though? Or
What do you
will it
think was
just
the
make
worst
him
thing
barf?
Michael's done like that?
Getting tased.
Tis probably, or that gummy bear he did one time on.
I think the
live
gummy bear was pretty bad too. Although the lava cakes, when you go back and you look at the video, as he eats them, he turns red. Like it's just like his body is just like trying to fight the sugar.
Or filling with real lava.
It's just like run, just run.
So what's he done? He's done.
You have a knife.
He's done
You want
lava
some of this,
cakes,
guys?
You want some of this?
You really actually do look really good with the gray patch. Just keep it.
Thanks. I might. Can you? Is there hair dye that you can buy that dyes your hair gray? Like I feel like most hair dye is to cover up gray hair. If anybody wants some, just come out and cut a piece.
There was a time we went to Sydney. No, we were in Melbourne for an event, and like it seemed like out of 5 waitresses that we had on that trip, 4 of them had gray hair. I don't know if you remember that. Like it was a trend going on at that point in time where
Isn't
they
it quite hard to get your hair
they
gray?
had silver. I think it's
very
hard to
hard.
make your hair purple, isn't it? Because you got to take it to white and then bring it back to purple.
Any color you dye your hair that's lighter than your normal color is hard to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, gray especially is hard because you need to bleach it and then basically use like a tint. I forget what it's actually called, but to like neutralize the color and make it kind of like that grayish tone.
Yeah.
Instead of the really like yellowy blonde.
This seems like
It takes a long time.
it seems like so much effort in I mean Meg's hair changes color fairly frequently, right?
Yeah, and her hair's like almost black.
Yeah.
It's her natural color.
Man, that must be just like must be a lot of work to maintain it, right?
Yeah.
Like get to the point where it grows out a little bit and you think most women would go like, "Oh, I need to redo my roots." Meg just like that's a perfect time to like change colors entirely. Just like move down the spectrum.
Our pillowcases and towels are destroyed.
Oh, is
They're
it true?
like tie dye.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Patrick just sent me a link on Amazon. Apparently, yeah, you can buy light gray color hair color cream.
Do it.
Thanks, Patrick. Does anybody want some Toblerone? I'll cut it for you if you're too embarrassed to come out.
Oh,
Oh,
we
we
got the
got a
lava
couple
cake.
Yeah, people
hands.
raise their hands.
You
I
should
told
start throwing them out there.
It's a
Oh,
lava
this is
cake.
Michael swallowing lava cakes.
That was like the first big year we did it, right?
It was 2013, that one, I think.
Where
I have a
made you
link. I have a
watch
link in
that
my
video?
in my journal, but it doesn't go to
He's just
the
about
thing.
to pop.
Wow.
He did the barbecue sauce as well. That was pretty grim.
That took him like 2 seconds though.
Well, then we did it with the big one,
Oh.
the revisit.
I did not see that.
I'm
then.
fixing the link, guys. I don't know why the link doesn't work, but I'm gonna fix it.
You guys had milk, was it last year?
Milk.
Last year was milk, the coloured milks. I barfed.
If anybody else wants them,
Yep.
just
I don't
message
know what we're
me
going to do this year.
in the control room.
It's coming up.
2 decades ago,
$700.
Yeah.
in 2008.
2 decades.
It's
That's
crazy.
before we recorded this one.
Yeah, it's way before we recorded
mean,
this
we-
one. It's 399 episodes ago. So
We're coming up on 10 years.
yeah, it will be at 8 years this December. So then
How does that work? You mean December? You say this December, it makes me think a different December than the one that's coming up. You mean December will be at 8 years.
yes.
Well, if you say this, it means the one in this year.
Yeah, no, why? I get it. I agree with you, but the way he said it,
That's
I was
why
like,
it's saying this December can only be in the future. You can never have this December and have it be in the past.
Correct.
this. When if I say this October,
And this January can only be in the past.
This October would be the
What?
next one.
no, you're saying something totally different. If I
Yeah,
say
you
this,
just contradicted
making-
yourself.
I'm
You
making
just
new rules.
contradicted yourself.
Oh, you're
No, I
making-
didn't. I didn't contradict myself.
He's
I said,
saying this means within this calendar year.
yeah.
No, he means within 2016. So if I
depends
say
if you
Because if I
this or
say
this
this
coming.
June, I'm probably talking about the June that just went, not
No,
the
you're
next
not.
June.
You'd have to say this past June.
I wouldn't even say
debatable.
that. I would just call it June.
Oh, well, if we said like this July we had RTX. If
Yeah,
you
I
said
would-
like
I would
this
think.
coming July is something different.
Really?
Just add the coming, yeah.
I'd say we had RTX in July. That's the way that I would say it. Because in the past tense, I wouldn't say last July because that would imply the July before the previously last
Yeah, so
one.
you say this July.
I would I would just say July. I wouldn't say this or last.
I would say this.
I'd
for
say we
this-
had RTX in July.
this
and it was
past July.
lovely.
It was.
It was lovely.
It's lovely.
My pigtail just came out. It snapped.
If I said, oh, Barbara, it's amazing how much that changed you too. It's like you look like Barbara now.
I should take out my pigtails then.
You pull
No,
off
you
that
don't.
costume better than most.
I totally
Thank
agree.
you, Gavin.
Yeah, you took some photos that were just like look like Margot Robbie, if I'm saying her name properly.
Margot Robbie.
You know also who does a good one? Chloe Dykstra. Very accurate.
Really? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of someone else.
Who are you thinking of?
I was thinking of
I think she thought she was tweeting when they announced they showed the Harley Quinn design and thinking that it was based on one of her versions of it, like one of her costumes.
Oh, really?
One of her cosplays was like she had done it previous to that.
really.
I believe so. I believe that was Chloe Dykstra that was saying that. Skydart on Twitter. Right?
Oh, then that's who
Skydart?
I'm thinking of.
Right?
Yeah. Used to date Chris Hardwick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So who did you think?
Her dad
you
is
were thinking
John Dykstra.
Who's that?
He's the guy who created the lightsaber. He's like the original visual effects guy for Star Wars. So,
Shit.
from what I understand, yeah, that's her dad.
I
yeah.
did not know that. That is wicked.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Can you imagine all the shit laying around her house?
That's
when she's growing
definitely
up?
a mic drop when a little kid asks you what you did in life.
Invented the lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Yeah.
Just drop the lightsaber. Yeah, so Gus and I are definitely two very common costumes this Halloween, I guess you would say,
Probably, yeah.
which I've had a lot of people complain about for me. Like a lot of people posted comments on the photos that I posted, like, "Oh, very original. Oh, you're just like every other girl on Halloween." It's like, fuck off.
Yeah,
Fuck
shut
you.
up.
I don't get the hate
Literally,
around
fuck
Halloween
you.
costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. If someone wants to dress up, let them dress up. Let them have fun.
Yeah.
Like the day after the David Pumpkins SNL skit, I saw so many tweets that were like, "I'm already telling all of you, don't anybody dress up as David Pumpkins." I was like, that's when I was like, I'm definitely doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely buying a David Pumpkins suit.
I mean, it's like the least important thing you could be annoyed about someone else doing. Someone else dressed up as this and I'm annoyed about it. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Or just complaining about it and mocking them for it.
Well,
It's like, this is what I want to do.
I gotta say though too, it's like we've put up with now for 5 years the Heath Ledger Joker. Everyone is dressed as that nonstop for the last 5 years. But it was like we didn't even get to Halloween, and people were already ridiculing women for wearing the Harley Quinn costume. It's like, where was all this like hatred of people wearing the Heath Ledger Joker costume? I never saw much of that.
Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Guess the movie.
Come on, internet. Why so
Stop!
serious?
I hate that.
Mega 64.
I make fun of Mega 64 all the time. I genuinely do hate that fucking repeated
The
tweet
best
they
part
do
is the little smiley face at the end.
all the time.
I just like how they post it once a month.
I know they constantly post it, and I read it every time. I must catch it. I'm like, God damn it! Every time I tweet about them, people get really upset with me because they think I really don't like Mega 64,
Well, you
which
don't.
I don't. But I don't. But it's only.
I
good
thought you
fun.
just don't like one of them.
Who don't I like? Which one don't I like?
All of them individually.
I like the one that looks like a girl.
What's Sean?
Yeah, he's great.
You're gonna have to be way more specific.
So
This is wonderful.
Why?
It's smaller. It's less hot because and
Why do you
this,
care about the heat of the original Xbox?
I keep it in a closed cabinet.
And you usually put your head in there?
No, I put sensitive components in there. Motherfucker, listen to me. It's less hot.
Go on,
I'm not done. It's
go
part
on,
of the
go on.
list.
Yeah, what is in there?
The other thing is, remember the problem I was having with my
Gubbins.
phone where I had the Xbox ended up behind the TV and the old controller couldn't go through the TV to get to the Xbox and would disconnect all the time? New controller, I can be like 80 feet away. And it's like,
Interesting.
it's rock solid. They updated the transceiver in both the Xbox and the controllers.
Yeah, now they do Bluetooth natively. You don't need the adapter. Like if you're using on PC,
Yeah.
you don't need an adapter to use those
Who
controllers.
the fuck has a PC with Bluetooth?
Wait, who
Everyone.
the hell was using an
I don't.
adapter?
Every PC has Bluetooth in it. What the fuck kind of computer do you
You're
have?
stupid.
You're the one without Bluetooth in your PC, stupid.
I have a laptop that has Bluetooth, but my desktop
It's
PC,
on the
Your
motherboard,
desktop,
isn't it?
I guarantee you have Bluetooth in that
You're
thing.
full of
You're just an
shit.
idiot and you haven't looked for it.
You're full of shit.
I am not full of shit.
I got a
Have you
regular
bought
desktop.
Have you bought that desktop? in the
Making a
last
new
5 years?
survey.
It's got Bluetooth.
Making a new survey. Do you have Bluetooth?
Podcast
Everyone's got Bluetooth.
400.
Bluetooth is everywhere.
Well, I mean, how do you pair a keyboard to it?
I get the Logitech ones, which I don't even know what that is.
Bluetooth?
No, it's not Bluetooth. They give them the little nubs.
Oh, yeah.
Which also Bluetooth things come with the nubs, but this is just like whatever
like a
Logitech's
proprietary
thing
frequency,
is.
yeah.
And it's like they give me like I bought a set that's a keyboard with the keys, and then I got a mouse, and they're both wireless, but they have two different things, two different little snubs.
Garbage.
That's garbage.
Garbage.
Two nubs?
Two nubs.
No, he said schnubs. It's
Well,
very
can
different.
you put one nub in the keyboard?
Eh?
You know how...
Oh.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah.
I thought that was to store it.
Well, maybe.
So then it sends the mouse to the keyboard, and the keyboard goes to the nub?
if they're wired, that's a common configuration.
I know what you're talking about. I should try that. I didn't know what that was. I never read
I
instructions.
guarantee you this idiot has Bluetooth on his computer.
guarantee
he doesn't
I
know
know.
it if he's doing this.
I bet you're
This is not a
mixing
weird thing.
Bluetooth
Everyone
with-
who's if you have a desktop computer, you should have Bluetooth on. All right, let
What?
me see.
Okay, open
I
up
got
your
a jolt there
computer.
for a second.
Yeah, you did.
I bet it says
Focus.
a Bluetooth chip on the motherboard somewhere.
Do you have
Whip
Bluetooth
that-
on? Do you have Bluetooth on your thing? Do you have Macs?
I have a Mac. I have a desktop PC.
I have a Mac and a PC.
I have two PCs at home. I have a PC laptop and a PC desktop, and they both have Bluetooth.
Did you build them yourself?
No, I do not build laptops typically.
Oh, laptops. Laptops
I
have.
just said I have a laptop and a desktop.
Did you build your desktop?
No.
I built mine.
I built mine.
Has Bluetooth.
Wah. Mine doesn't. Mine.
It's on
What
the
motherboard do you have? You built it? What's your motherboard?
Asus.
You probably haven't installed the driver.
I install all my. How dare you? I have Windows 10. I can't. It makes me install shit constantly.
Who built your computer for you?
I
them.
built my fucking computer. What are you
it-
snarking at
was it
me?
Adam?
Where'd you buy yours? You go down to fucking Best Buy and buy your computer?
I bought it so I didn't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah, listen
it's
to
easy.
You. Yeah, but yours doesn't even have fucking thing. God damn it. All right, let me look up a new egg.
He's not even speaking. He's not even using words anymore.
I'm very upset.
How do we
with
get
you.
onto the subject of Bluetooth?
Who knows?
What did you say about Bluetooth?
How do we?
What did you say?
How do we
asking
get
how
on
we
the
got
subject
here.
of Bluetooth? We're talking about Bluetooth audio.
We were.
Probably something to do with the Mac.
Syncing your fucking Xbox controller too.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Anyway, Xbox S is a great product. Is there a new PlayStation that's a smaller one? Motherboard is no longer for sale. Like I can't click it to go to it to see the specs on it.
What's it called?
It's an Asus Maximus 7 Intel gaming motherboard.
Gaming.
You know, it's AT. I'm just giving you the basic description of the fucking thing. It's a fucking motherboard.
Do you like building PCs?
I do. Yeah, because
Pretty
I've
fun.
built like 3 of them now with my kids, and so I'm just like trying to show them. It's like,
You should start doing weird, crazy builds, like a desk that is a PC.
nah.
All right.
All right. Thanks for asking me that. I don't know. It's like now it's like everything's going solid state. Like last time I built a PC, it was like
Maximus 7 formulas and PCIe Combo 3, 802.11 AC,
That's it.
and Bluetooth 4.0.
does it have Bluetooth on? it?
Wow, 4.0 as well.
Bluetooth 4.0 module delivers the latest connectivity with
This
mini
disgusting.
PCI Express on one side.
I like you
Smug
reading
voice.
this.
Yeah,
and
but
M.2 PCI Express 10 gigabit and SATA 6 gigabit a second on the other.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal though. Why mine doesn't have Bluetooth? I didn't know that. That's
That's a good point. Is the right side more powerful than the left?
What's that? Why would it be more powerful? Oh, from the
No, what were
the
you saying?
MacBook?
That your Bluetooth or your USB connections on your monitor were faster than your USB connections on your tower?
So much faster. It's unbelievable. Something's going on in that cable that goes from the PC
It's a double
to
speed
the monitor.
cable?
If
It's
I
like-
that cable with the cord, it goes into the same port. Like I can unplug that cable and plug directly into that port, and it doesn't go as fast.
That's
We
not
do need
true.
to bring that computer
That's
here. I
Something's
want
happening.
to test this.
And I know it shouldn't work that way. I know that that's wrong. That's why I pointed out.
Have you done a test directly into that hole?
That's what I just said.
But have you done it?
Yes. What? How would I know it's faster if I hadn't done the
Because
test?
you're probably just thinking it's faster.
That's right. I wanted to support my own theory. It does 120 megs a second
it.
sustained through the port, like just plugging directly in. If I go through the monitor, it does 130 megs per second. It does it. It does it. That's how I transfer all
So
my
has it like accelerated?
vlogs.
Well, it's because it goes down off the desk. Gravity helps it.
Right.
By the way, the number of people who say vlog is amazing.
Who's
It's
this
not
vlog?
videos. I've been drunk in videos. I regret those.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like it's personal, isn't it? There's no filter at that point.
Yeah, but that's what makes it good.
Yeah, it's good if it's rare.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the extra live stream from last year?
Yeah. Have you, Gus?
I'm
God,
sure he's seen it multiple
I don't
times.
regret that, but man, that was
You
On,
were a-
it was
you were
like
a-
that
that
was
was
probably my
painful.
favorite part of the entire 24 hours. so
that was painful. That,
even though I was scared for your
What's
life.
your biggest regret? Is that it?
no, like I said,
was on the
it,
set.
It was just editing. It was on the set.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. It was on the podcast.
Do you want to know something really funny about Drunk Gus on that stream?
Hmm.
And I don't know if many people pick this up, but if you watch the footage of Hurricane Gus doing that thing, when you come back in with your jacket on and you like pick up the mic and try to say something, and then I was like, what do you need, Gus? And you go, Uber. Before that, when we first try to say something but the mic is turned down, I hear you go, can someone summon me an Uber? And then I was like, what? And then that's when you said
Uber.
Uber.
That's how fast I was falling off. Like it was just gone. I think Burnie was asking me the other day, like if I had ever gotten so drunk that I couldn't stand up, and I was like, "Yep."
Have
Have
extra
you,
live.
Barbara? Have you ever gotten so drunk that you couldn't stand up or that you couldn't walk?
No, never.
Me neither. I see videos all the time of like people in Russia that are like walking this way and that way, or like trying to go up a hill and they just fall backwards. I've never been
I
that
know,
drunk.
like, if you've been sitting for a while drinking, and then you get up, and then you're like, whoa, like a little wobbly at first, just because you're regaining
Yeah, I've
your
had that.
balance.
I've never had the can't walk down the street
Yeah.
level. Like I would honestly,
would pass out.
I would too. I would just throw up everywhere and lie down.
Yeah, well, I would pass out way before that point. You know what I mean? Well, like the dude in the UK video who's walking with like his head up, and he's like walking. It's amazing.
I have a pretty great throw up story from London,
Oh, what do you got?
and I hope she doesn't get mad at me for telling the story.
Let's guess. Who threw up in London? She was there with the Ruby cast.
Was it a Ruby cast person?
By the way, I said, oh, it's so cool because London Comic Con, the entire Ruby cast is going, and Michael Jones goes, well, not the whole Ruby cast. I was like, what? What? He goes, well, I'm in the cast. I play Son. I'm like, well, I'm in the cast
Half
too.
the company's in the cast.
I'm in the cast too. I was like, he got really he was like, you know, I work really hard. I was like, sorry, dude. He got really kind of offended by it.
Well, I would have known what you meant. It's like the people on the poster.
It's the Rubies.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the
The
Ruberts. The
Rubies.
Ruberts.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, so I don't want to call anyone out
Okay.
preemptively.
We can all just take one. I'll put my money on Aaron.
'Kay.
Zetch.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, you're taking the same one?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do a different one.
Oh, okay. I'll take Barbara.
Okay.
I'll take Kara.
Okay. So no one thinks Lindsay. So
Respect.
we all flew into London on Thursday. We got in pretty early, and then we met up for drinks with Alan, who was in town as well, and some other folks.
Alan
Mistake
went?
number one.
Alan was
Of course
there.
he went. It was
Alan
an event
Muhammad Abdin.
out of town.
Out of country.
And like you do in London, you go to a pub. So we went
As
to,
one does.
as we went to a pub and
pints
started
are bigger.
drinking. Everything's bigger. Everything. I think they make their drinks stronger. Maybe. I don't know if that's
Beer
a London
stronger.
thing.
It is.
And Erin, I guess, doesn't drink a lot anymore.
Yes.
So she started drinking,
Money in the bank.
and we hadn't eaten a lot that day either, since we basically got to our hotels and went back to sleep.
That's no excuse.
I know.
You
And then after that
leave me
we
alone
went.
in a hotel for 5 minutes. I've eaten half the minibar.
And then after that we went out to dinner, where we had sake.
Did
And
you get some sushi?
it was some other type of
KFC?
food that they had. it was called like Flesh and something. I don't know if you know that restaurant.
What kind of
Flesh and
food was
something.
it?
That's
Flesh-
a weird name.
I forget the second part of that. Flesh and something.
Flesh and sake.
Flesh and buns.
And I already could tell that she was getting a little toasty, a little drunk. And then
Well, how could you tell?
because she told me that she was drunk.
Oh.
We were talking and she just goes, I'm drunk.
Flesh and buns.
Flesh and buns, that's the one. And right after she says that, I go, do you want some water? She goes, no. Picks up her glass of sake and just downs it all at once.
Oh, she's being funny about it.
And I was thinking,
She's clearly
this is
in
gonna
party mode.
end well.
I
And
like
then
that though in people when it's like they just decide it's like tonight I'm gonna hit it hard.
Party mode.
I'm gonna go for it
Yeah, but you got mad at me when I did that at Gus's party that one time.
No, that was awesome.
because you brought me down. You son of a. I can't drink tequila.
Is that when you had a boa on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
That was that
was that night.
That was when the fulcrum was born.
We got pretty fucking. That was the only night. It's not like the fulcrum thing happens all the time. So the thing I said one fucking time.
It was born. So
It was
what?
born?
So we were about to close out and leave the restaurant, and she just ended up leaving because I didn't think she was feeling too well, obviously, and called us an Uber. We got in the Uber, and she instantly leans her head down.
No, oh,
And
in
I could
Uber?
see I could see the Uber driver driving, keeps looking back at her, and he goes, "She all right? Do I need to pull over?" And she's not saying anything, and I'm kind of rubbing her back. I was like, "Oh, I think she's just tired." And then she goes
you
like
guys
this.
Are the worst.
Oh god.
She goes like that.
Wait,
What
she did
was
what?
that?
She flips off the driver
Oh, wow.
Why?
because she's drunk, and he was like, "She all right?" And she was just being sassy about it, I
Oh,
guess.
that's pretty sassy.
And
She should have done that.
we
in
were
the
maybe
UK.
still 20 minutes away from the hotel. This was a
Ooh.
45-minute drive.
Oh.
And
You should have gone to Flesh and Buns.
she rolls down the window.
No, that's not good.
And I'm like, oh God. And I still have my hand on her back, and
That's
her
when you just
head's out
push
the
her
window.
That's when you push her out of the
I think
car.
she's just getting air at first. And then all of a
What
sudden,
is she, a
I just
Labrador Retriever?
feel, maybe, if you're not feeling well, you want some air on your face. It's common. But all of a sudden, I have my hand on her back, and I feel
Oh, you felt the hitch?
I felt like movement in her back, and I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, if I was the
okay.
Uber driver, I'd be so fucking.
He didn't seem to care too much, and
It's easier to hose off on the outside.
yeah, we get to the hotel, and I think she's just not feeling well, so she just takes off and goes up to her room. And then me, Lindsay, and Kara all get out, and I was like, maybe there's a little bit of residue on the side that we should just clean up. We go over the side, and it's just all over the side of the car.
So did you tip the guy like crazy?
Well, he luckily had wipes in his car, so all three of us are sitting there cleaning the car off.
Ah.
And at one point, Kara's just wiping, and she goes, "Team Ruby."
That's what's so good about that story.
I
is
can
that
so hear Kara saying that too.
That's
it's
awesome.
funny because it's like
Guys,
that
this
can
could be
happen. It's
fun.
like 4 friends, 3 wiping the vomit of the other.
Yeah.
But the fact that each person is the voice of one of Team Ruby and like they're all actual characters in a show, it's so funny.
I can't wait to see the Chibi episode based on this.
It's really funny.
Like, drinks too
Three
much.
characters wiping the residue of a different character off
Yeah.
the car.
She was fine. She was fine.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
It happens.
That's the worst when you get that drunk and you're going to be sick and you're that far from
Yeah.
home or like
It
where you
was a
can
45-minute
pass out.
drive.
Yeah, that's bad.
And
That's
at
rough.
first I was like, do you want, like, Lindsay and Kara, do you want to go like ahead and then we'll just wait until she feels better to take a car? Because I didn't want her to vomit in the Uber and me to pay, what, $200?
Yeah.
Whatever
Why,
the fee
why
is.
did you
200
go
quid.
so far?
Because we were meeting up with
Bargain. If you
Alan.
throw up in somebody's car and you get out for $200, count your lucky stars.
Yeah. Or 200
That's if
pounds.
someone threw up in my car, I'd be furious with them.
Yeah.
I'd be furious.